Thought Bubble Audio.
Look, up in the sky!
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Welcome to Beer with Geeks with Tim and Frank.
Who are you?
I'm Batman.
I am Iron Man.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hi, Christopher. I'm Nero.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
You're a wizard, Harry.
A couple of guys with a couple of beers and a whole lot of pop culture nostalgia.
Make it so, number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
Named the dog Indiana.
Life finds a way.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Now sit back and crack open a cold one, because it's time for Beer with Geeks.
It comes in paints?
Shaken, not stirred.
Great Scott!
I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
Hi, and welcome to Beer with Geeks, where two geeks geek out with beer. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, is my man who loves to do vocal warm-up exercises. It's Frank. How are you today?
I'm good.
Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that, Frank. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. We are here to talk about Wonder Man, but until Superman, until we do that, Frank, tell me how you are and what you're drinking today on Beer with Geeks.
I'm great. I'm good. And I'm drinking a so-called Italian style Pilsner that is really a German style Pilsner in disguise.
So who lied, the Italians or the Germans? That's really what
well, I hate to say it, but I think the liars are the fine folks at Stoneface Brewing Company who named this the Sunday Sauce Italian Pils.
That's where they get their name from, Frank. They're stone-faced liars. Like, they're really good liars. Just, no tells whatsoever.
That's it. You know what? You got it. Well, that's so Stoneface is it does say Italian style Pilsner on here. I don't know if I can get in focus, but it does say Italian style Pilsner, but it's quite hoppy. And it makes sense. I mean, Stoneface makes excellent IPAs and stuff, like they definitely lean into that. It's what they're best at, honestly. So I think that they just have sort of a hop bias as an outfit, and I think I kind of crept into their Italian style, but it is I think the style of malt that they used and the sort of proportion of malt to hops feels like it's maybe slightly on the Italian side, but it's very German.
I mean, I like German beers as much
I
as
do.
this guy. I
too.
love Italian
Absolutely.
beers. I just had a Peroni the other day. Life is sweet.
That's an Italian style.
That's an Italian style beer, right? Which is one of the least hoppiest beers I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And so, I don't know, just hops and Italian just doesn't.
I guess it's their take on an Italian style. I guess
you could, yeah, right. And if you know that Stoneface is always hoppy,
sure,
that makes sense. That actually makes me feel better about it. They didn't lie to you. They just were like, got to know
this is our take on it. Yeah,
what we're selling, we're selling here. Frank, I'm continuing my time down this cider, the cider trend the cider train that I've put myself on.
Sure.
And so this week I'm having a Stormalong farm stand, an unfiltered cider. It is very good. It is very good. The last one I had was as dry, like bone dry as they come. This one is in the middle. It's between like a medium dry and a medium sweet, which might be my sweet spot, actually. Because as much as I loved the as dry as they come, this one was excellent. Stormalong is from Millis, Massachusetts. And I'm almost positive I went on a field trip to Millis, Massachusetts when I was a kid to go to an orchard.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why, and I cannot remember. I want to say high school, but I can't remember what.
I mean,
like what the reasoning was. Probably genetics, because they're like, playing with like what apples and man, I really wish I remembered that, but I remember the field trip. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that's where it was because I remember going far out from where we were
that makes a lot of sense
to get there. But anyway, Stormalong, unfiltered hard cider, 100% real apples. You're just drinking the apples, and life is good that way.
Right on. That sounds like something I would be very into, honestly. Because I am very into that sort of middle of the spectrum. I like sort of a little bit more on the sweet side, but that middle is like is a really nice sweet. That might be a nice like where we would both meet
We
in
would
the
shake
middle.
hands, be like,
you know?
"This
Yeah,
cider
yeah.
is for both of us."
We'd
Here
be
we
that
go.
that
Yeah.
meme, that meme.
That meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just shaking hands like in real life. Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah.
Yes. The concept of handshaking.
People just
Yeah.
shake hands, right? The
Mhm.
concept of handshaking. That meme with the really muscular men going "Roar" with the lightning, like that's this right
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know me, I love a good Venn diagram. Not into
Mhm.
statistics at all, but I love a good Venn diagram. Like,
Mhm.
can meet me right in the middle. What is
Yep.
the sweet spot here?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Right
here
on.
it is.
Here it is.
Frank, sweet spot. I gotta tell you, Wonder Man, my Marvel sweet spot. Like, hello, my love of things about making movies. Hello, my love of superheroics and Marvel and good storytelling. Put them together, and you've got yourself some Wonder Man. And I was tickled pink. I really,
Hello, my love of Sir Ben Kingsley.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Frank, I got it. Like, is well documented.
Yes.
It's well documented. I dislike Iron Man 3.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So like
Yes.
bottom of the barrel.
And why is that?
Because of the Mandarin twist. So
Yes.
dumb. Not because of Trevor Slattery. I
Uh-huh.
like Trevor,
Uh-huh.
the Mandarin twist. However, this show made me go back to actually make me watch. I actually watched Iron Man 3 willingly, so I could experience it again with this appreciation for how far it like the story of the Mandarin has come since the early origins. And now that Marvel has done all of these like Mandarin between like this and the Trevor Slattery short and then Shang-Chi with the actual Mandarin and now this, I'm here to tell you that I really enjoyed Iron Man 3.
You're blowing my mind
I
right
know,
now.
I've been waiting so long to tell you this. I didn't
Holy, dude,
text you or anything. Yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to swear on the podcast right now. That is
Incredible.
amazing.
I like
That
really enjoyed it. I was like
Wow.
impressed with myself for enjoying it. I mean, some of it, like I was catching myself. I was watching it. And I was like, wow, it actually really is clever that like it is just like the white guy because it's always actually the white guy who is the bad guy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
of course it's some conglomerate of some national thing because that's just the kind of world we live in now.
It's
And
a
that
lot
is
harder
just
now,
terrible.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like it was digestible and how like sadly real Iron Man
Yeah.
3 was. And I just really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Even like the ostentation gold armor didn't bother me. Maybe it's because there's been so much Iron Man past this point where you always think like this might be the last one.
Yeah.
Thing. So
Right.
yeah, so just it being so far in the past now
Mhm.
and this
that
excellent Trevor
2013?
Slattery material with what did you say?
Was
Sorry?
that 2013?
Yeah.
Right about
Something
there,
like
right?
that. Yeah, it was the first movie after the Avengers, and the Avengers
Right,
was
okay. 2012.
summer of 2012.
Yes.
So yeah, so it was either
Late 2012 or
I
2013.
think it was no, I don't think they were putting out this in
I don't think they
November.
were doing 2 year at that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Although this was the Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas.
At Christmas?
Yes, indeed. Anyway, so I'm here to say that Wonder Man made me appreciate one of my least favorite Marvel movies and moved it up like 20 slots.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
truthfully, I'm actually going back and I started watching the MCU from scratch because it's been a really long time. And a lot of times I watch something that's Marvel and I go, all right, that was good. And I kind of whatever. And I move on. Wonder Man was like, I got to start from the beginning, man. I forgot how good I forgot how much I like Marvel. And it made me go back to the beginning.
That's amazing. Okay, now it makes sense. You did mention that you were doing a Marvel rewatch, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, he's going back to the beginning. That's
I'm
interesting.
going back to the beginning. I'm like, I have like 20 minutes left in Winter Soldier. That's how far I've gotten.
Nice. Hey, good
Yeah.
for you. You made really good
Well,
progress
I
there.
mean, I have seen the early phases of Marvel. I've seen so much that
Oh, sure.
many of them are not surprising me,
Oh, well,
like,
I mean, of course.
at all. But yeah, it's just like, hmm yeah,
Mhm.
I was just really tickled with tickled by Wonder Man. Like it was
Hmm.
just it just it delivered. I didn't have any expectations, but it delivered way beyond what
Mhm.
I was anticipating. I finished a couple weeks ago though. You
Mhm.
just finished it. So what did
I
you think?
finished it last night.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah. Fresh.
fresh. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I binged it in a couple of sittings, and really, really enjoyed the show. I thought that all the performances were top notch.
Mhm.
It it had the best Marvel shows, honestly, have some of the least superheroics in them.
100% WandaVision, least super
Yeah.
heroics, and, truthfully, even like WandaVision, when it I remember watching the last episode of WandaVision, and when it moved into the super heroics, I was like, "Eh, you
Yeah.
were, like, so interesting, and now you're not." Like,
It's true, and isn't that so weird? Like, how
right?
these ostensibly superhero shows are kind of at their best when they're not doing superhero stuff.
People are just
Um,
standing around talking are like, yeah,
yeah,
I
like
think
the thesis of Beer with Geeks.
yep, uh-huh, people just talking. Yep, that's what I'm looking for
Yeah.
in my fandoms, people just chatting about things.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Wonder Man actually I felt sidestepped the WandaVision problem when it got to, like, that last episode of WandaVision. I was like, "Man, okay, now you just have to do the super heroic thing because that's the thing that you have to do now."
Sure.
I did not feel that way about WandaVision. I found it more an essential part of Simon's arc,
Mhm.
uh, more about his arc of self-acceptance
Mhm.
than and Trevor's arc of self-acceptance as well,
Big
and how
time,
those
yeah.
2 things kinda blended together as opposed to just like, "And now here's my full costume reveal to you."
Right, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I just, and there was kind of those things going on inside of Wonder Man, but not in the way you would anticipate them have coming out, right?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to say this a lot without spoiling anything.
Without spoiling it,
Yeah,
yes.
but Um, what did you like when you finished Wonder Man? Like, what was your takeaway like more like this, or is this kind of like a diamond, not in the rough necessarily, but is this kind of like a lightning in a bottle?
Um, yeah, I think it's kind of lightning in a bottle. I doubt a season 2 could be as good, honestly.
Agreed.
But, and I don't really need one, to be honest.
Also agree. Like, I
Um,
don't mind if you continue Simon's story
exactly,
elsewhere. Like, yeah, I would
exactly.
love to see him again and
Yes.
whatever.
I would
And
love and Trevor, like, I would love these characters to continue to, um, weave their way through the MCU, but I don't I don't need another season of this show,
no,
necessarily.
I think the show said everything it needed to say about
Exactly.
the concept of movie making and acting and like what I found most interesting as kind of the central thesis for the show is that Simon was at his best when he didn't overthink it, right?
Yeah.
That was the whole point where he
Yeah.
just expressed what was inside himself. Um, and I think that is a really nice metaphor for the Marvel universe in total.
Oh, wow,
It's
yeah.
at its best when it's just expressing itself for what it is for each individual, as opposed to like overthinking its overconnectedness and how is it going to tie to this thing and this big multi-universal concept and this and this and this and this and this. That's when it falters. Those are the ones where it kind of fails, as opposed to like the hundreds of thousands of people that walked into the Avengers without seeing any of the other Marvel movies and going,
Sure.
"All right, I got it. All caught up now.
Yep.
You told me enough." And we moved on. That's Marvel at its best, when you can just watch Captain America be Captain America, and it's just earnest. And it's
Mhm.
not like, "Oh, well, you had to have made sure to watch these 7 things so you can catch this individual thing, and gotta make sure that this character, who's pretty recent in the comics, is in there because, people are gonna complain if they're not in there at this time." And that's Marvel at its worst.
Yep.
And Marvel at its best is when it puts all of the notes aside and just delivers something worth watching.
It's because this show has so much heart. Like that I think is what you're kind of like. If I was to like distill it down, is kind of what is missing from the things that end up bogging it down in sort of the people complaining of it all. Like,
Yep.
those things don't have as much. Harry Styles being there at the end does not have as much heart as as anything we saw in Wonder Man.
Right. No, not even remotely, which
Right.
is hilarious considering he plays Eros, right? Like, he is
Yes, true.
love. Yeah. But I'm with you. And not every not every project has the ability to do that,
Yeah.
even in some ways, like, but there's a freedom to Wonder Man. Like, he's not
Yeah.
a well-known character. There's not a Can't argue there are tons of Wonder Man fans out there. I don't care what people say about themselves on the internet. Like, you might have liked Wonder Man. Give me a handful of Wonder Man fans that you've just been yearning for this moment,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
They're very
Sure.
few and far between.
Yes.
And what's important is that they delivered a really good story about somebody who's, I'm kind of a sucker, I guess, for movies about or stories about people who struggle and find themselves by
Yes.
the end, like
Mhm.
redemption stories or whatever. That's really good. And as far as Simon is concerned, he's not even really thinking about his work as redemption, but that's when he does, that's when it all becomes real for him. And what he does is very real, as opposed to just reenacting a scene from Pretty Woman, which I thought was one of the greatest bits in the whole show. Okay, I didn't expect you to do Pretty Woman, but okay. Like, good stuff.
Honestly, yeah, like the fact that he didn't tell him to leave right then is
Mhm.
yeah. I guess we're doing spoilers now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I yeah, absolutely. That's by the way, the Von Kovac was the
Yes, he was the
president of
president of fake country from Superman,
Boravia.
Moravia. Yep, that's right.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, I did realize that.
Yeah.
Although the most of the time I was just laughing because it just like he was supposed to be Werner Herzog. That was
Yes,
the
yeah,
guy.
yes.
And I was just like, all I could think of was like sad gray Wonder Man for sad gray. For sad gray MCU fans. Like, it was yeah, it was making me laugh. I was just laughing to myself. Yeah, it's good stuff. But yes, I did recognize him. He has a very distinctive face and voice. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I know. I remember where I saw you last. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The hair did throw me for a loop for a minute there, but then I was like, no, that's him.
Yeah, you're definitely who I thought you were. He's
Yeah,
having a
that's him.
moment. Good for that guy.
Yeah, good for that guy,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, a couple big
Good.
ones in
Uh-huh.
the span of a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this was an excellent show. The performances were everything, right?
Mhm.
Like that was this cast is incredible. In fact, I am going to use my one lookup to pull up the IMDb page for
Absolutely.
the cast list because I want to make sure I go down. I mean, obviously Ben Kingsley is
Sir Ben Kingsley, he does insist on being called Sir Ben.
okay.
I did
Okay.
learn that pretty recently, but
Good for him. Good
people
for him.
are like, "Wow, that's much." I'm like,
No,
"When you
I
get
mean,
laid,
yes, but
you can insist on being called sir. That's quite all right."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
you did the work. It's all good,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I mean, he was and he's like so delightful in this character.
You can tell he's
And
having a good time, Like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
even with the heavy stuff, like, he turned not a nothing character, but, like, on paper, Trevor is not this layered.
Right,
So by the
right on
time
paper,
you come
yes,
from
yes, yes, yes.
here to the one shot to Shang-Chi to all the way to Wonder Man, like, he's one of the most well-rounded characters in the MCU,
Absolutely.
which is incredible. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't get Sir Ben and expect, like, I guess, a phoned in job.
Mhm.
You know, like he's going to deliver even when does, even if he could phone it in, he's going to deliver. That's just
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, even when he could.
yeah. But I think because the show is about like the love of acting, like there's that
Yeah.
scene where he and Simon Yaya are comparing, they're like doing monologues for each other,
Yes.
right? It's
Yes.
like that's just like it's just art appreciation.
Yeah.
And I just like kind of love like the number one game in town, Marvel, which is constantly berated for not being art, for not being anything, whips out this show that is just about actors appreciating art
Yeah.
and how that affects people and what it does to them and everything. And I just thought that was like delivered so beautifully by both Ben and Sir Ben and Yaya, because they are it takes you got to be a good actor to keep up with Sir Ben. And,
Yeah.
and Yaya, I mean, he's good in everything I've seen him in, but like
I've never not loved him in anything I've seen him
right,
in.
yeah, he's just always good. He's got a lot of nerd cred too behind
Yeah,
him
yeah.
between being Black Manta and Doctor Manhattan.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of feathers in his cap. That
He is a scene stealer
Mhm.
constantly. But this character felt, I mean, the Dr. Manhattan character whose name I don't remember, John, but I don't remember
Oh, in Watchmen, the TV show?
yeah, in
Oh,
the show.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember, but I that character felt very authentic, but this character felt like written for him, right? And which
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure it was.
I saw one review early on that was like, it's actually a testament to how good of an actor he is, because I don't think that he was that interesting on paper, and he turned him into something like that was way better to watch than what would have originally been on paper. Yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
that was conjecture on the
Okay,
part of
yeah.
the critic, but I don't disagree. Like, you know, based on Marvel's trend, the best characters come from the best actors, you know,
Yeah.
history
I mean,
shows, you know.
sure. Yeah, like that's kind of what drives it. That and I mean, I thought it was a well-written show as well.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
I the what it says about Hollywood and what it says about the uh cynical versus artistic view of acting and of movie making was really like artfully done.
Oh, yeah. The Doorman episode alone
Oh my
was
gosh, the Doorman episode is phenomenal. Our friend Vactor told me, wait till you get to episode 4 is my favorite. And so I was greatly anticipating that one. And it was, my God, it was fantastic. Yeah.
also easily has one of my favorite moments in the MCU, which is Josh Gad doing the club version of
Oh my God.
just that was incredible.
Of all songs to be in springtime, like
Yep, in summer.
yeah.
Good stuff. I just
like
mhm.
my,
Go ahead.
like I'm in a big Frozen phase with
Sure.
my daughter still. So like it was just it hit exactly right. Like
Yes, me too. Yeah,
it just
exactly.
hit me
For
in
the
the
same
face.
reason.
Yeah.
And I think I think what I liked about that moment so much is and a lot of the other actors that kind of appear throughout, or all the other professionals that appear throughout the show, is not that just they're poking fun at themselves, but they know the type of person to poke fun of and to comment on and to use themselves to do it. And part of the Hollywood machine, I just like you're not just a weird cameo, like you're serving a function as far as commentary and and for the fun of it all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, even for Disney to be like, yeah, you can club up in summer, like go for it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Great.
For Josh Gad to be down for it too, like he's always so good with like parody stuff. He's done
Yeah.
so much parody.
It does not
of
take himself too seriously.
self-parody. Yeah. But like, oh my God, just the idea. the mere idea of like him having a bodyguard who he crawls through, like, just unhinged. Like,
Unhinged. Yep, that's right.
what drug fueled nightmare is this? Like, I felt like
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
was on psychedelics or something. It was just like, what is happening on this show right now? Um, but
Just when his head comes back out, he's like, "Hey man, it's gonna work, everyone. It's okay."
and they're all
Yeah.
going in, yeah. Oh,
Unhinged. You're right. Just totally unhinged.
so it really the show has range, because you have these very intense, quiet, dramatic moments, and then you have something as silly as that. It just it plumbs the depths of like the human soul, and then it does the most like unhinged humor like you've
Mhm.
ever seen.
Yep. Yeah, and it somehow just all fits together because I think
Yeah.
Hollywood is an unhinged place, and it sets up that unhingement so early that it just everything just feels like, yeah, well, it's LA, so yeah,
Yeah, right,
alright,
right. That
yeah,
tracks. Yeah.
yeah, that tracks. Like,
Yeah.
yep, they would just escape a club fire,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
somebody's
yeah, yeah.
void in the middle of them. Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, cool, man.
That might as well happen too, sure.
Yeah. I saw an article not too long ago where it was like Doorman episode sets up the cloak, like of Cloak and Dagger. And I was like, that's fun. I think you missed the point of that episode.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know
Because,
about that.
yeah, it's did you watch the episode about how unhinged it all is? It's just unnecessarily
Yeah,
wild.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I think I liked in a lot of ways how much like that episode in comparison to the rest, like how much like for Doorman, how much negativity, the stardom of Hollywood, like, can bring you if you don't check yourself or track yourself,
Mm,
and then you kinda juxtapose that with Simon by the end,
mhm,
and, and him holding out he, like, holds out for parts in there, like, "No, you were right, we shouldn't like, you shouldn't have, like, jumped on this," and his agent is, like, telling him, like, "No, you should do this, this is your moment." He's like, "Nope, I'd
mhm,
like to do something on stage again
mhm,
after this," and I just really like, it was kind of like this thing where, like, the Hollywood machine will eat you up and spit you out if you're not careful,
mhm.
and so be thoughtful because that's what Simon is at the end of the day, he's thoughtful.
He's thoughtful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even when his brother is accusing him of being the least thoughtful person,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
thoughtful for to himself, and he, like, comes around to being thoughtful to other people when he gets
Mhm.
out of his own way. Just that's what I mean, it's just really well written.
Yeah, it's very yeah, very layered.
Mhm.
Um,
And Trevor is a great doomed sidekick. Like, like as far as like, there's always there's a sidekick that is sets the symbolically is there to push the hero to
right,
the next stage of their development.
right.
Bucky for Captain America is a great doom sidekick. Agent Coulson in Avengers for all the Avengers, right?
Mm,
These are um these are doomed, doom sidekicks. They are meant to propel heroes forward in some particular way to do the next thing
mhm.
and Trevor is set up in a way that he's so well rounded by the time you already get to him in Wonder Man and he has his own arc but he dooms himself all to like set this the sacrificial play only then reciprocate the sacrifice on the other end because of bromance. It's great. It's just good stuff.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah,
I loved it.
yeah, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
The
I love a
acceptance
good
the acceptance of Simon and who
yeah.
he is then becomes the acceptance of his powers, which means,
Mhm.
like, and so on and so forth. And again, I saw an article that was like, Wonder Man sets up like their new Hulk, how power like the next character's power. And again, I feel like you missed the point of
Yeah,
everything that
yeah.
was being said.
That's just I mean, it's clickbait. It's just pure clickbait, you
Yep.
know? Like, it's just like, how can we even, project an angle onto this that we can get for clicks? Yeah.
Right. Just again,
Yeah.
you missed
Yeah.
the point.
It's not what it's okay, fine. Like, also, if anything, he would be the next Luke Cage. So, like, let's, you know
Right. Yeah. No, Simon is Wonder Man's real strong. Like, but nobody's as strong as the Hulk. Everybody knows that. Anyway, that's
well,
not the
yeah,
point. I
that's
don't
not
want
the
to go
point.
down this path. Plus the Hulk is in Spider-Man. There's no setting up the Hulk like, like the next Hulk. He's still around.
Right.
He's still there.
There's no
He's
next
gonna be
Hulk.
Spider-Man. What are you gonna do?
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe that the highest praise I can give Wonder Man is that it made me like Iron Man 3.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
I can't get
still
any
not
better than
over
that.
this.
Yeah.
Like this is it's gonna take me some time to process this because like this is a years long, running joke at this point.
Right.
How much you hate Iron Man 3.
Mhm.
Because like to be clear, I mean it's now I want to revisit it because you have a knack for describing a film in a way that makes me want to rewatch it.
That's great.
And I uh I remember liking it, not loving it, like being like, it was fine, which is kind of how I feel about Iron Man 2 as well.
Having rewatched, I can still say that about Iron Man 2 because I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
went through. Yeah, Iron Man 3 better than Iron Man 2 probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
not that Iron Man 2 doesn't have its qualities. It's got Justin
Mm.
Hammer. Love Justin Hammer.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Uh-huh. Do love
and
Justin
you
Hammer.
feel like it might be Iron Man 3 might be doing the same thing, but it's not. It it has way bigger commentary for Marvel, I will say, for Marvel at this time.
Mhm.
Like
Yes, yeah, at that time, yes.
yeah, but than I had given it credit for in the past. So yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Man, I really gotta I gotta rewatch Iron Man 2 for Sam Rockwell alone. I'm having a real Sam Rockwell moment.
Sam Rockwell's the best.
Oh my gosh.
He's
Like,
the best.
just the
You
absolute
saw what
best.
was that movie that just came out that he's in? What's it
Uh,
called?
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yep. Okay.
Um, excellent. Excellent. Funny, heartbreaking,
Mm.
just terrific. I would highly recommend. Um, he's terrific in it, and the entire cast is really great. But yeah, he chews up the scenery in a number of places, and that's what I mean. That in Iron Man 2, like he really chewed up the scenery. He like really was able to like let loose,
Yeah.
and do his thing, which is like when I find him the most like entertaining. So he's great at that. I just love to watch him. And he'll go, and he was great in White Lotus, and he was, I mean, just like he's just never not.
The way back.
Yeah.
Green Mile. Speaking of going the way back, right?
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell is the best.
Yeah.
Love Sam Rockwell. Yeah, but you should go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really do it in order because I went back and watched Iron Man 3, and then I was like, no, let me just go all the way back. So so I kind of started with Iron Man 3, but it really did make me appreciate what they were doing because truthfully, I wanted more Trevor. Like by the end of Wonder Man, I was like, man, I really want to watch more Trevor. Not necessarily Ben Kingsley. I've seen Ben Kingsley in a lot of things, but I really liked the character that he developed
Yeah.
over time. And like his callbacks to the Mandarin, I think were particularly like kind of forgot how good his Mandarin was, like how scary he was as a concept and as an idea. Like you'll never see me coming. Like yeah, it was just you could read that line in a number of different ways, but that was the best one.
Yep.
From one of the world's best actors. Like it's just yeah, it was just really the whole concept of the show and its characterization of people and whatever, it just really got me. It
Yeah.
was yeah.
It really it felt very relatable and real and familiar. Like I don't know. I feel like I know people who have moved to Hollywood or moved to New York to try to make it, and how many people get just chewed up and spit out by that show business.
Yep.
And it just felt very true to that. And in a very just like tactile way.
Yep. I agree. The whole way through. Uh it's been a couple weeks since I've watched it, so I can't really give you any more than what I've given you. But but it is a do watch. I even told somebody, I was like, you have to watch. He's like, I haven't watched Marvel since like the Avengers. Doesn't
Doesn't
matter
matter.
because you don't need to see anything. Doesn't
No.
matter. It'll give you the context for Trevor, and that's all you need to see. Like,
Yep.
enjoy a great show about making art, and that's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Frank, any last thoughts?
No, I'm good, man. But what I will tell you is where you can find us, which is at beerwithgeeks.com, which will point you towards patreon.com/thoughtbubbleaudio. It will point you towards where you can find us on all of the podcast apps that you can rate and review us and subscribe and follow us in. And it'll point you towards places where you can share it with a friend.
I love sharing with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, I love sharing my time with you the most. So,
ditto, buddy.
Until next time. Thanks, bud. Until next time, cheers.